Hi, welcome to another episode of The Dans. I'm Dan Boyd with the Albuquerque Journal, here with my colleague Dan McKay. Usually I always let other Dan speak first, but he was here until after midnight last night covering the House and is a little haggard today, so I thought I'd kick things off. It's been a busy few days here at the legislative session, eventful few days and impactful. A couple high-profile bills have kind of had a resolution, and what can you tell us about last night's vote?
Yeah, so it's been a really consequential 2 days in the legislature. The red flag legislation, probably the most emotional debates of the session have occurred on that bill. That passed the House last night. That's the final approval it needs to move on to the governor. We also got some clarity on marijuana this week, and my colleague Dan was in the committee hearing for that one.
Yeah, the bill to legalize recreational marijuana was tabled in the Senate Judiciary Committee. Two Democrats voted with Republicans to table that, which effectively means it's likely dead for this year's session. Backers even said they're going to try again next year, but it looks like that's not going to happen. And that was one of Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham's top priorities. So she's had one of her issues is headed to her desk, another one's not going to happen. And then there's a few other bills that are kind of still in limbo here as we enter the home stretch.
Yeah, and she hasn't been dissuaded by the tabling of the marijuana bill. She said, look, we're going to try and push some aggressive legislative priorities, and not all of them are going to make it through. And speaking to reporters today, she seemed pretty pleased overall with the progress. One of the key issues we're going to see is some ramping up of the tension on the budget. An influential senator, John Arthur Smith, described a budget feeding frenzy this week. So we're going to see some changes on that.
Yeah, I think that's one thing we'll be watching over the next few days, kind of see what changes are made to the budget the House passed. Also, there's a few pretty consequential bills dealing with early childhood funding and also college scholarships, a plan to kind of make college tuition free for New Mexicans who qualify. Both of those are still in the mix, and I think we should know by the next few days whether they're going to make it or not by the time the session adjourns next Thursday.
Right, so the nights are getting pretty long. I was here till about 1 a.m. last night, for the record, and committee meetings are starting early in the morning. But we want to thank you for tuning in and following along. We appreciate anyone who supports local journalism.